Once upon a time, in a faraway land called Washington Heights. Say it so it doesn't disappear.
Washington Heights!
Lights up on Washington Heights, up at the break of day. I wake up and I got this little punk I gotta chase away. Pop the grate at the crack of dawn, sing while I wipe down the awning.
Hey, y'all, good morning.
Ice cold piragua, cherry, strawberry, and just for today, I got my mate.
It's a story of a block that was disappearing.
The genius is back!
Yo, here's your chance, ask her out right now. Hey!
There's something on your shirt.
Smooth operator, all damn.
We all had a sueñito. And when it came to dreams, we had to keep scraping by.
Maybe this neighborhood's changing forever. Maybe tonight is our last night together, however.
I just want to see the whole world through her eyes.
They're talking about kicking out all the dreamers. It's time to make some noise.
We had to assert our dignity in small ways. Little details that tell the world we are not invisible.
This is the moment when you do better than me. Because you can see a future that I can't.
But we go, we wrap up people and then we go.
You made all of this?
This is me.
They used to say, if you work hard, you live by the rules, the money will come, the things will come.
You ready?
I've been saving up all my pennies in my piggy bank for this day.
Today's all we got, so we cannot stop. This is our block.
In the heights, I hang my flag on display.
Cheers.
It reminds me that I came from miles away.
This is crazy.
From miles to the heights.
The best days of my life. And I built my little dream, my sueñito.
In the heights,
The late nights, you taste beans and
Here.
rice. The sip of the shaved ice. I ain't gonna
Washington
say it twice.
Heights.
Turn out the street lights. We're taking the flight to a couple of days in the life for what it's like in Washington Heights.
So I'm gonna sing my review.
Okay. The whole time.
I wish I could. I actually thought about it, but I was like, I'm not gonna write a whole review and just rap it.
It would be really funny though, like in the middle, you know, where like a musical where it's normal, and then in the middle you start singing slowly, and it just like starts getting into a song.
I really wanted to do something like that though. Maybe in the future, if we do more musicals, I'll try it, but I'm not ready for this one. All right. In the Heights.
That was good. I mean, it's not an entire review singing, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
This is the new Lin-Manuel Miranda movie.
Yes, that Joe's just learned about.
The new
I've heard his name.
Not a new play.
Okay, so educate me. Is this based on something, or is this based on a Broadway play, or?
This is
I think this play was done before Hamilton, if I'm not mistaken.
This was done
I
before.
think this musical, I think started in 2005. Lin wrote it, and then it went to Broadway in 2007, I think.
Oh,
And then it won a ton of Tonys. This was kind of Lin's this is why most people in the musical theater world very much knew who Lin was, is because of In the Heights.
Gotcha.
And I feel like I've heard him say that he started writing this like since he was very it was in his life since he was 18 or 19 or something, whatever that means.
I did get that vibe, like that is a person. There's like a personal touch to it, which is kind of nice. I feel like, I don't know. I honestly had no idea what to expect. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know. I knew it was a musical. That was it. So, and you haven't seen it. Joe saw this, right? You've seen this before?
I actually had seen it like literally the week before Jesse picked it. So
I picked it being like, no one's seen this. It's going to be great. And Joe's like, we watched it the other day.
I know that's like a movie I feel like you wouldn't even think that Joe would watch, but what would you guys think then? Jesse, how about since you picked, what was your initial thoughts?
So I was excited. I liked Hamilton a lot, like a lot of people. but I haven't seen In the Heights as a musical.
Okay.
So I had never seen it. I just known about it. And it was really good. I mean, we always talk about the cast, but the cast is really good. Anthony Ramos, the main guy, I really like. He was in Hamilton, and he even was the first time I saw him was in this This American Life did this musical, like short musical on this story, this like true story of an undercover cop in Florida, and it was called 21 Chump Street. It's so worth. I'll send it to you guys. It's like so good. But Lin-Manuel did it, and Philip Glass helped with the music.
I love me some Philip Glass
because Ira Glass, who does American Life, is cousins with Philip Glass.
What a name!
Fun fact. But anyways, Anthony Ramos is like very much kind of like a kid, not a kid, but like that's the first time I saw him, and he's so good in that too. But
yeah, he was really good. I liked him a lot.
He was very good. Also, random cast thing, but for some reason recently I've been seeing a lot of the actors from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
And I cannot see them without thinking about Orange is the New Black, all of them. But they've been popping up so often recently.
I actually had a very similar feeling. Like when Dee and I were watching this, I don't know her name, but like,
I couldn't think of her name.
It was the girl with the older woman, right? It was like one of her daughters or something. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and she got pregnant. Yeah.
She dates the cop.
I saw her. Yeah, she got pregnant in Orange is the New Black. And but yeah, like I saw that and I was like, I know you. You know, and it's just some I feel like sometimes when you see an actor or actress like in a certain role, like you can't see them in any other role, and I don't know why, but I agree. That was, I mean, she did a great job in this movie, but every time I saw her, I was like, Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, I feel like it's always maybe it's because Orange is the New Black, like they're such like obviously like they're all in prison and it's like the real rough characters and then when they're like, because normally if you just see people like play a normal person and then the next movie they're playing like the same thing, you're like, oh yeah, I get it. But when you're used to like seeing like 7 seasons of them as this like character in prison and then they're playing someone else, you're like, what? I know you. But so I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, but I will say I still think I like seeing the musicals better than the adapted screenplays of them. You know, like this was fun, but I'd rather see it in a musical.
I mean, it's basically
like it
a musical
really
on film. Like you can tell, like it's literally a Broadway show, but like just being filmed.
Yeah, but there's something with the production, which again makes it cool. Like the production of musical movies, when you watch them, you're like, it's like why people love BTS,
right?
It's like you're watching and you're like, oh my god,
yeah.
You're like, yeah, I just kept being like, imagine shooting this. I don't know if it'd be fun or like a pain, because if anything went wrong, it's like redo it.
I know. I think about that too with musicals.
But so I liked it, but for some reason musicals, when they're in a movie, they feel kind of long, and then when I get to the end, I feel like not a lot happened, because it's about like the experience and the music, I think, for me. So if I'm in a musical, like in a theater or watching it, I just have a different mindset where I'm kind of more just in it rather than a movie. I guess I'm thinking of more of, I don't know.
I mean,
maybe not, but
yeah, I don't know.
That's how it felt.
I feel like it probably didn't help. In my opinion, I feel like there was really no, there was like no story.
Hit the hot takes button. I want to start a hot takes, like anytime something comes up, one of us can hit the hot takes button, you know, and it plays the hot takes. And then like when you release the episode on the podcast, you have to release it with like an Instagram poll and see if people agree with the hot take.
That's a really good idea. Okay, we have to do
along those lines.
Let's do on this episode then.
Back to you trashing this.
No, I really enjoyed the movie. I mean, there were some things I didn't like, but I feel like for me, because musicals really aren't like my favorite type of subgenre, but every time I watch them, I end up liking them. I feel like it's for me, it's like harder to start them, but like when I'm watching them, oh, this is fun. Like I wish people just sang randomly throughout the day all the time. But no, I liked it. I mean, I enjoyed the music. It's like definitely different than what I'm used to musical wise. There were some things like some of the songs were weird to me, but I really liked the opening song and the end song. And then there was a couple songs in there that I really enjoyed, but yeah, I mean, overall, I think I liked it. Wish there was more. I don't know. The script was a little weird to me in the story, but I feel like it's a good musical, so it's hard to critique because it's like it's a movie, but it's also a music video in a way. But then it's like I don't know, bizarre.
I kind of agree, and like to what you were saying, Jess, about like plays being adapted to movies is like obviously it's going to be better in person, but like I remember actually talking to Griff about this a little bit because I was like how do you get like a Broadway's type situation to more people that can't just get their butt in the theater?
Right.
Like that's maybe a good way to do it, but like it's never going to be the same,
Yeah.
like it's almost like better because it's limited and you get the performance is always going to be better. You're going to feel it more when you're sitting there.
But I wish there was even like like Hamilton on Broadway, they recorded the Broadway production of it instead of like adapting it into a movie.
But
I mean,
would that
it will be adapted.
Would that devalue it at all though? Because like I feel like if you did it from one perspective, as if you're like sitting there in the audience, like I just feel like that doesn't adapt as well to the screen. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, did you watch the Hamilton recording?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that wasn't just shot from like a.
I know, but that was shot over multiple like. Yeah, I guess that's true. That was done like on stage, I guess, if that's what you mean.
That's what I mean, because the Hamilton will be adapted to a screenplay and like produced. I believe that's already happening.
I'm surprised
like
it's
a
not
recording
already.
of the Broadway. I think it is in the works. I think
I did really like how they did the Hamilton recording that came out last year because they must have done it a long time ago, but the one that just came out last year. Maybe for that reason, I guess I don't know. I hadn't thought about it, but like they did do a very good job recording when they were on stage, whereas something like this is like clearly adapted to a screenplay.
Mm-hmm. And you get to see like those. I mean, everyone's really good, but like if you've seen Hamilton off Broadway, I mean, like those people are good, but that original cast, like you really see how good they are in something like, and like not a very small amount of people, like you said, like limited are going to be able to see like original cast. Like I think Jonathan Groff, who plays the king, I think it was him who like he actually had finished he left the show right before they filmed it, but the guy who took over basically was like, do you want to come back for the filming, because this is like for the original cast.
Yeah, that did you notice any of the people who are common between Hamilton and
I looked it up because I've never seen Hamilton, but I was like, there's probably a bunch of relations and for that. But
a few tip of the hats to Hamilton in this too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this like the vibe, like the songs, and like is it kind of like the same vibe, like musically? Like
a quick rap.
Kind of like rap, like hip hop style.
I'd say like in terms of just like I mean anything I've heard that Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote is just like so many words in such a short period of time. It like that alone is like just super impressive when you see people like actually like enunciate all that.
It is cool. Yeah. At first I didn't know how I thought about it, but I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. I kind of like the style. It's different. It's not used to that.
I've heard multiple Hamilton people be like, I mean, like Daveed Diggs, who plays Jefferson in Lafayette, I think, who's like really raps fast. Like I think he kind of like got the part too, because he was known as like a fast rapper kind of. And then I just later last week heard the actor who plays Scott, one of the Schuyler sisters that he marries. And she was like, I only think I got the part because they were looking for someone who could do this rap she had to do, and I could do it. Like multiple people being like, I think that was why I got the job, was I could rap.
We got to get that fastest man The Fastest Talker. Remember that YouTube video of that guy who talks really fast?
A fair few blocks away from my house, and they announced that they would donate $2,000 to cerebral palsy for anyone that broke a Guinness record. So at first I wanted to ride the roller coaster at Coney Island. So I called Coney Island, and they said, hey kid, take a hike at 12 years old. We're not going to let you strap yourself into the cyclone for 2 weeks straight. So I went home and I started flipping through the book and decided I wasn't going to eat a car or swallow lead pipes. So the next best thing was to lock myself in a room and teach myself how to do the fast talking.
We got to get him on here.
Get the fastest clapper.
Yeah,
going.
fastest clapper.
Yeah.
But going along with that, I feel like one of the reasons why musicals are a little, I'm not like super sold on musicals, is because I think I like the live performance better. Like I kind of wish that they, in the movie, you know, you could, obviously it's recorded, like they're lip syncing. Like I kind of wish it was like more of a live situation. I mean, obviously it's a movie, but like, you know, that like, I don't know. It always looks weird. Like, especially when there's a scene where Vanessa was running down the street and her voice was just the same. And I was like, it wouldn't be like you're running
You
full
want her to be
speed.
like, out of breath.
You can't sing perfectly when you're sprinting full speed down the street.
One day I'm walking a JFK and I'm gonna fly.
It is, yeah, like the comparison. You know, it's like, have you ever seen someone live, like a band, and then you're like, I can't listen to their recorded stuff anymore just because they were so good live.
Example, Maggie Rogers. I saw her live.
Oh.
Never ever heard of her before. And I was at Folk Fest and I was like front row and I was like, who is this person? And everyone's like, oh, it's Maggie Rogers. And I was like, I don't know who that is.
The ability for you to not know pop culture at all.
Crazy.
You're like, Hamilton? What is this?
Well, I knew of Hamilton. I just never seen it. But I was
Rogers.
front row for Maggie Rogers. She was awesome. Fantastic live. And then I went back to listen to her stuff, recorded, and I did not like it. I was like, I'd never listen to her music, but like it was so good live. It's interesting how that works.
Yeah, hot take. I don't love Maggie Rogers. I think she's really cool, and I probably should see her live.
I think you would like
that
her
would probably
live.
change things. But
Take that one up with D. She loves Maggie Rogers.
Hey, she was
most
great
people.
live.
Yeah.
She was
Most
one of the
people
best.
do.
That's why it's a hot take.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, Joe, what did you and D think about this one? Like, what were your guys' thoughts?
I kind of have like I liked it. D loved it. My thing was I just kept thinking of Hamilton, which my bad. I probably should have watched or, seen the play before Hamilton came out, but like I don't know, like I like the style. I thought it was entertaining. Would I go back and watch it again and again? Probably not, but good story, good acting, good music. It was a fun thing to watch. I just don't know if I'd say it's like my absolute favorite thing in the world,
Yep.
I will say the ending. I did not see it coming in the way of the whole movie. I kept going, I know I totally just don't, this is a different experience, so I don't get it. But why the hell would you leave and go to the, like everyone is here and you haven't been there since you were 8 and but your family's here, like the whole time. I was like, how is this is a weird ending. And then it, you find out that he was just in his shop and you're like, oh my God, that's great. And I didn't see it coming at all.
I did think it was predictable that the lottery ticket would end up. That part seemed pretty predictable.
Uh-huh.
But
That was a good song. I like that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
6,000 in like the pool and stuff.
I really liked the Carnival del Barrio song, the blackout, when they're on the street during the blackout and like the heat wave is hitting. I like that song. That was fun. But those kids in the beginning, like the kids throughout, like when he was telling the kids he was telling the story to, terrible actors. Like, come on.
No one should hire them.
Do a segment like Where Are They Now?
Ooh, I love Where Are They Now.
Come back in 5 years and check in on these kids' lives.
And they're like, I don't ever have to work again. I was in that.
Joe's just sitting here trashing the kids.
I wonder if any of them were like I know Anthony Ramos. I saw him on one of the Corden the other night, and he was saying that his they asked about his family's reaction, and he was like, actually, my sister was in it in the opening dance number, and my mom actually has tons of cameos.
That's cool.
Like she's in it, in the background throughout the whole thing. And I wonder if the kids or other people were just certain people's kids or
I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, it seemed like I don't know his story or anything, but it seems like Lin is very like open to opportunity. Like he lets people kind of like I feel like he's just very like a cool person. He seems like a really cool and nice person. So he's probably like, oh, you want to be in this movie? Sure, be in this movie.
Yeah.
Which I respect. I'm like, that's cool. Then there were
There's more hot takes coming. I can tell. There's
questionable CGI.
For which part?
There was a couple of parts where I was like, specifically when what was her name? Nina and Bobby. I think his name was Bobby. I don't remember, but
her like boyfriend.
Yeah. The guy, yeah. But they were singing and there's like a fence. They were singing behind like a fence or something, and she like drew a line on the fence and he like blew on it and it kind of like scattered. I was like, why?
Oh, yeah,
that didn't need to be in there.
There was really interesting when all guys were walking down the street and started like joking with each other, and that's when the animation started like popping up around him, and I was like, oh, that's really interesting.
Weird.
Like, but it never became like a big style. It just was in like 2-3 parts.
It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, that stuck out to me for sure. I wish Lin was in it more because I like him. I liked his voice. Although I didn't quite understand his character. Like, why was his character in there? There was really no point.
So he could be in there.
Exactly. But
I don't know. He was the shaved ice guy, and then the ice cream truck guy came in
like 2 scenes.
What was the word? What was the word?
Piraguas.
Yeah, aguas.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm not pronouncing it.
Spanish
teachers would be very mad at me. But
that gave me a really good idea, though. You know, if you're in a city like Savannah or New Orleans where you can drink publicly, you know, on the streets, if someone brought a cart around that you can make cocktails, like a cocktail cart,
or just boozy shaved ice.
Ooh, even better. All right, Lin, you gotta figure that out.
Ditch this whole music thing. We got a food business for you.
We got $1 million idea here.
You can save that cart from the props department. Got a good business plan for you.
That club looked fun though. I kind of wish I was in that club.
Yeah, it did look like a fun.
Although forced drama.
Yeah.
When he wanted to get the shots, he just left her to get a shot, and then that just blew up from there. I was like,
I know there's a few like moments in that scene where I was just like, what are you doing? Like,
like you have this thing really going really well for you, and then you just kind of.
Well, and they made it out like he was like super into it the entire time, and then like they get there together, and he's just like, whatever. It just didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm. I really liked Vanessa's voice. I thought she was really good. I just think some of the songs were I don't really like when they're songs when they're kind of describing what they're doing. Like she was like cutting hair, all this stuff. I'm like, you don't
walk around singing everything you're doing.
No, maybe sometimes.
Try it.
Maybe I should try it. Yeah, maybe I don't get it. Maybe I just don't get it because I haven't done it. So
you just gotta try it.
All right, I'm podcasting. I'm on my computer.
Could you imagine if you're like sitting getting your haircut and then you just started singing?
Getting my haircut.
Please,
you're getting a shampoo. Someone shampooing my hair. Oh, that'd be so funny. Looks. Did you guys have favorite songs or numbers or anything? Or
I'd probably go with the like lottery song.
I was gonna say that when you mentioned that, I was like, oh yeah, I do think that was my.
I
just like that scene.
I want to go to that pool.
Yeah, that pool's fun.
Real crowded pool.
Yeah.
Real crowded.
Not COVID friendly.
No.
Not friendly in normal times, I think. This is
yeah, different world now.
Locations. It was all filmed in New York. I read about this. Apparently it was a neighborhood which spans from 155th Street to 193rd.
Is that Washington Heights?
Northernmost part of Manhattan. I don't know where Washington Heights is, but I assume it's the area.
Yeah, I'd assume. Yeah, Washington Heights is right above Upper Manhattan.
Okay, and then so
from 155th Street to
193rd.
Sounds right. Yeah.
All right. So
right on.
You could go down those streets and sing the song if you want. if you live in that area.
Hang on,
I would do
Heights.
that, but I
Should
don't
we
have
do
access to
a trip, an onset trip to go sing
a musical
sing about cutting
Please.
our hair while sprinting down Washington Night streets.
and having the voice not change one bit.
No, we would be super out of breath.
Yeah. Funny. But
We could do. Have you seen James Corden do the sidewalk musicals with like Les Mis and
no.
like The Lion King? I think where they like do the whole production. Usually, like they have the guest from the show or something, and they wait for a red light and they run into the crosswalks and like do the entire musical. And
Oh,
it's a
that's
big
cool.
Production.
Wait, that's
We
super
should
cool,
try that,
actually.
but just the three of us, and it'll go really, really well.
It'll go really well. Yeah. People won't get angry at all, especially in New York City.
It's like, yeah, the light turns green and they're like, oh, move, move, move.
That's actually really cool. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Love some James Corden.
I'm trying to think of units for ratings.
Oh, I picked snow cones.
Piraguas.
Wait, what is it called? Piraguas?
I'm assuming it's like
I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to be wrong.
piraguas.
Oh yeah, piragua. Piragua.
Little easier to sing that.
How did you say? Hold on, I'm looking up how to say it. Oh, here we go. Ready? Piragua.
Yeah, I mean that's just definitely not a Spanish person saying that.
Well,
Piragua.
Google whatever Google says, right?
Oh,
Piragua.
Do we want to do ratings?
Sure.
Jess, lead us off.
Okay. We'll go with lottery tickets. Someone else can take piraguas. That was the best one yet.
Piraguas.
I'm gonna go. Man, everything lives in this like it was good movie range. We're gonna go with a 7-9.
Ooh, nice.
7-9. It was again. It's like I feel like what Joe said too, where it was like fun to have on. I probably won't rewatch this, and I don't think I'll like listen to the soundtrack like some musicals, but like it's fun to put on. It's fun to watch through. It's good music, but once it's done, it's just on to the next thing, which isn't a bad thing.
Not a bad thing at all, especially with
but-
musicals. But I do feel like
Yeah.
musicals, I feel like are kind of made for like to kind of get a hit song. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
I
don't
will
do
say I
musicals,
do
so-
want to go see this like in live production one day.
That would be cool.
Off Broadway. That would
Yep.
be cool.
So
It
you
did make me want to see that.
You did 7.9, you said?
7-9.
Cool. Great.
7-9.
Not bad. Joe, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 7 spins. I feel like they did a lot of spins and a lot of
spins.
But yeah, much the same reason. Like I thought this was great. Not like this probably was a lower ceiling for me, but like I really like the style that Lin-Manuel always has, and like just a good watch. Probably won't rewatch it a million times, but you know, a good watch.
Definitely fun.
Yeah, definitely a fun one.
Yeah. Cool. For me, I think I liked it. I didn't know what to expect. This was my first Lin, although he was in Mary Poppins Returns, so I had a little bit experience with him. But I think he wrote some of this. So I think I liked it, but I think I saw more potential in him or in this, I guess.
Like in his character or
in
him
this story,
writing.
in like this whole movie. I feel like I want to see Hamilton because I feel like I really enjoyed his, like, I think I'm kind of I'm gonna weirdly relate him to Rob Zombie right now because I feel like Rob
he gets
Zombie,
it a lot. He gets it a lot.
I feel like Rob Zombie, he's got talent, but some of his movies just don't hit the bar. And I feel like it's due to some poor writing. But I feel like this is the same scenario where I feel like his ceiling is way up. Like it's all the way up here, like for this movie. But some of the writing just ruined it for me. And that's the exact same with Rob Zombie.
This is one of the hottest takes I think you've had yet. I just really want to know what people think. If they're like, this is dead on.
I'm gonna post it and see what people say about it. But
I think real zombie heads to vote on this.
I
don't know how many people are zombie heads and also Lin fans.
Ooh,
but they're the people I need to vote on this.
If you looked at a Venn diagram of that, it's probably a very small.
I'm here. No, I would love to see a horror movie where they team up. Horror musical, that'd be pretty cool. But side note,
I'm into that.
I liked the movie. I liked some of the songs. I liked the acting. I liked the characters. Questionable CGI, questionable child actors, questionable lyrics. I'm gonna
questionable lyric. Oh, all right, singing about what you're doing.
I am bumping my rating up after talking with you guys.
From a 0 to a point.
No. I'm gonna go 6.5 piraguas. Okay. Because again, musicals aren't my favorite thing, but I enjoy them when I'm watching them. I'm glad I watched this. I think it's a fun one, and if you're just looking for a fun movie to throw on with your family or whatever, if you're just like cleaning the house or something, throw it on. Get some nice music. All right. I want to see more of I want to see Hamilton. I'm super into that.
You really should watch it. Yeah,
I know.
You should watch it just so you are in the pop culture.
Welcome to anytime post 2017.
Yeah, I know.
And it's very Rob Zombie-esque. So
of course.
It's.
But I think I can't wait to see more of his work. I really want to see Broadway, the live show. I think that'd be super cool. But I don't know. I'm excited. I mean, I think it's a good time for musicals. I feel like, I don't know why, but La La Land for me is one of the bars. That movie is almost perfect in my opinion. I think it's a perfect musical in a weird way, because I think that's what was lacking. I think I was comparing it to that because that had such a story, and you were so invested in the characters. I feel like they try to do too many things with too many characters, or La La Land you had 2 main characters. I don't know. I just think I got a little lost, but I don't want to compare because they're very different stories. But it was fun. It is what it is. 6.5 piraguas. Hey,
that's the best when the review ends with, "It is what it is."
I'm not mad or disappointed that I watched it though. I was happy watching it. I didn't have any I was never oh, this sucks.
We're gonna explore down this lane.
What?
So we're gonna explore down this lane
of
musicals.
Oh yeah, please do. Actually, I'm actually I want to watch more of them. But yeah.
You know which one you should watch if you it's not, I don't think it's actually been made a play yet, but they are making it a play. It's one of the ones I've thought about picking a few different times, but I loved watching The Greatest Showman.
I've seen that.
That. So you have seen that one?
Yeah, I watched that one.
What do you think of that? Yeah. Okay.
I love the acting. I love Zac Efron. I
thought the music in that one was really good. That's something I could go listen to the music without watching it and still really like it.
I love the music in that. I think it was the story. I think the writing of the story wasn't good. That's why I feel like live for me. I think I'm more of a live person because
Hugh Jackman was so good.
They were so. I'm not gonna they're all so good in that movie. Yeah, the singers. It was great. It was just the story. I don't know why.
You'd probably really like the Book of Mormon.
Oh yeah, I have to see that
too. That's really.
Is that a movie too, or is that just a live recording?
It'll probably become a movie. It was a musical first. The creators of South Park.
Weird.
Wrote that.
All right, I'm about it.
And originally it was Josh Gad and
oh, I love Josh Gad.
Elijah Dan.
The guy from Girls.
So yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And they're great. Cool. If there was a recording of that,
I'll have to check it out.
But I think you'd like that.
I do love the theater, the musical scene. I don't know. I think it's going to SCAD. I feel like it really it made it more exciting. I feel like I want to see more obscure like directors take on musicals. I feel like Damien Chazelle, who did La La Land, like that was super cool how he did that, because he did like Whiplash and First Man. I feel like musical was like what, but killed it. So
we saw Lion King on Broadway.
That was
when we
awesome.
were young.
That was really cool.
Remember?
I don't know if anyone's seen that, but most popular play of all time. Although I don't know. Don't quote me on that.
I don't know.
I feel like I can't say anything anymore. But
I think that's the only thing I've actually seen on Broadway, though.
Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I gotta see Hadestown, right? Hadestown, because Griffin was up, did that one. So.
Our Tony Award winning friend, Gryffindor.
Speaking of that, can I should I go to my segue to my movie?
Yes, segue.
So I'm gonna do something a little different on this one. Can I have you guys is there a way to like not see my screen or not be on Zoom, or can you like look away for a couple minutes or a couple seconds?
Yeah,
just we'll close our eyes.
Close your eyes. I'll tell you when.
I'm gonna click to a different window. Yeah. Piraguas.
Okay, yeah, don't look. This might take a sec. Hold on, I'm trying to load something.
The suspense is building.
Okay, look at the screen.
Whoa!
Griffin!
What's up?
I was about to joke when I said Griffin, and you're like, "Can I segue?" And I was like, "He's here."
Dude, that was a perfect segue.
Bring him around the corner.
Was it good? Was it good?
Oh yeah, we were just talking about you winning a Tony, so it was perfect.
Oh well, thank you.
I literally, Joe brought Hadestown up, and I was like, he's like Griffin, and then I was like, yeah, that's our Tony Award winning friend, Gryffindor, and he goes, all right, can I segue into my movie? I want to do something different. And I was like, oh, he's here?
He was like,
I didn't actually think he
was like, come on, but don't say anything. So it's just like,
yeah, I was like, don't say anything.
That's how you enter most Zoom meetings. You just don't
that's
say
true,
anything.
Actually. Just kind of stare.
I thought you were just gonna show up and start yelling immediately.
Screaming at the top.
We're like, mute him.
Oh my god.
So what's up, guys?
Not much. Just talked about In the Heights.
Yeah.
Do you watch it,
In the Heights?
I did. I didn't. I don't know how to feel about it.
None of us raved, but
yeah.
I had some hot takes for sure.
The music is fantastic, but the storyline, I don't know.
That's
Joe is
exactly
just
what I said.
trashing on the kids on the island.
Yeah, the kid actors, but that's a whole other story. And I also compared Lin-Manuel Miranda to Rob Zombie.
Joe also
striking similarities. Yeah.
When I picked this movie and I was like, it's from like Lin-Manuel Miranda, and Joe goes, I have no idea who that is. And I was like, Hamilton? And he's like, I don't even know.
I never saw it. I gotta see it now though.
And then today he's like, this is gonna be strange, but he's like exactly like Rob Zombie, where like there are potentials up here, but sometimes their movies
Oh, that's so good.
I mean, I really want to see more of his stuff. I really liked, I think he's great.
Watch Hamilton, because you'll appreciate it, and you'll see the similarities in his like writing style with it.
Because I love the music in this one. So I mean, I thought it was, but that's a whole nother.
So we're watching a Rob Zombie film next week?
No, Griffin's picking this one.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. So we are going to be watching. So it's the 1999 film American Beauty. Have you ever seen it?
Nope.
No. Okay, so it's like weird suburbia. It's Kevin Spacey. So it's
bizarre. It's a bizarre movie.
But it's just, he's like this frustrated dude who just falls in love with his daughter's best friend, and it's wonderful.
A nice wholesome movie.
Exactly.
Nice wholesome rom-com.
Wait, Jesse, have you seen this one?
I don't think I've ever actually watched it.
Cool. It's hard to get one that we've all never seen.
Yeah,
Well, Jesse kind of botched the first one when he picked The Little Things, but
I picked The Little Things on HBO. It was real bad.
We literally all were like, when we started recording, we're all like, so that was interesting.
We all trashed it and we were like, is this a good
Like,
podcast?
yeah, this
We kind of
isn't
just
good.
shat on this.
We did shit on it the whole time, but
Cool.
cool.
American Beauty.
American Beauty, yeah.
Is this like, I mean, you've seen this, right, Griff?
I've seen it a bunch. It's been a few years, so I'm excited to rewatch it.
Same.
But yeah.
Was
I
this
think you
always
guys-
a
Is this
The
like
Door
up there
family?
for you, or is this like
Yeah,
just
yeah, it's probably like top 5 for sure.
Ooh, it's really good. About it.
I'm excited.
when we did Best in Show?
Mhm.
That's definitely a Door inspired.
Yes,
I
that
like
was
know that movie from I'm like the Doors loved this.
We do. Yeah, the Best in Show,
a
Waiting
good
for
one.
Guffman, those movies.
That's come up a few times on these podcasts. Yeah, well, I've never seen that one. Waiting for Guffman.
That's definitely one you should review.
I hadn't seen Best in Show until like last year. And I'm so disappointed I hadn't seen it before then. Because
I'm so disappointed in it.
No, I loved it. No, I said I'm disappointed I hadn't seen it until last year. I was like, I'm not always on the hot take train.
Right. Child actors are hard to like.
Yeah.
They just sucked. Anyways.
Just jealous.
Well, the child actors in American Beauty are good. I mean, teen actors, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You want to talk movie news quick?
Yeah.
Halloween Kills trailer came out.
I don't know if I can top my Nick Cage pig news from last week.
That's true.
What is that?
There's a movie that was filmed in Portland about Nicolas Cage as a truffle pig farmer, like a truffle mushroom farmer, and his pig is stolen, and then it's basically taken.
Incredible.
So Griffin will be the first one there.
So midnight premiere.
And then his pig is taken. Liam Neeson.
For sure.
Nick Cage.
No, the Halloween trailer came out, and I really tried to avoid watching it, but I only got 4 minutes into it being released, and then I had to watch it.
That's a good showing. 4 minutes.
I was so, because like the last movie I didn't watch the trailer or anything, and this one I was like, I gotta see it, but it looks so good.
I just don't get like, I mean, I love Halloween movies, but there are so many of them, and it's just like figure it out, guys. Like, how do you kill him? Like,
dude, they're gonna kill him next movie. Halloween Ends. It's a trilogy.
Oh, really? So there is like.
I think they're gonna have Jamie Lee Curtis finally kill him.
I know, like I feel like they need to like give her like some closure before she's done with these.
I'm excited because like they got Anthony Michael Hall as he's playing the kid she babysat in the first one, like the original. So he's gonna be in it. I'm pretty excited about it.
How old is he now?
He's like 40s or something. I don't know.
Cool.
50s. I don't know. He's pretty good. I always think of him Edward Scissorhands. I don't know why. Because he's like which is hilarious because you watch that and you watch like The Breakfast Club and you're like, who is this guy? And then he's in The Dark Knight as like the news reporter. Like, what is going on with this? This guy's got a lot of acting creds. He's great though. Not opposed. We watched Loki. I don't know if you guys watched Loki or not.
Not yet.
We watched the first one, but we haven't like gone through them all yet or anything like that.
It's interesting. Oh, speaking of Rob Zombie, he's been hired to direct the Munsters movie, the new Munsters movie, which will be really interesting.
Have they announced who's going to be in it?
No, but he usually casts the same people. So like his wife will probably the girl.
Come on, he just cast his wife and everything.
He cast his wife and everything.
I heard Rob Zombie's doing the Hamilton screenplay, and he's replacing Lynn with his wife.
I had the brilliant idea of making horror musicals.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I actually think that would be pretty.
And they do have a few. Like there's one
but
there's one called.
They did Beetlejuice on Broadway.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh right.
Like horror, but.
And then the Goosebumps one you're doing, right? or that you were maybe thinking about doing or something?
Yeah. I worked with a guy who recorded an original album for Goosebumps, which is really
It
cool.
will be there.
Ooh.
But they did like Annie and the Apocalypse, which is a movie. It's like a zombie musical, which is actually pretty good, pretty interesting. There's a bunch of horror musicals out there that are kind of fun. Oh, Ari Aster has a new movie. He casted his new movie, which I'm pretty excited about.
You know what it's called?
It's called Disappointment Boulevard. It's about like I don't even know. He's very vague on his plots, but he casted Joaquin Phoenix in it and Nathan Lane and Amy Ryan. So that would be really cool.
Interesting. Nathan Lane was just on some late night, and I was like, I don't even know what he does, but I know him well. Like,
exactly. Yeah. I think of him. He's in oh, it's like a comedy movie. I can't remember.
Birdcage.
Oh, Birdcage. Yeah, I forgot about Birdcage.
That's what I think about him.
Oh yeah,
Flames, but
it's a good one. Yeah, that's about it for me though. No more movie news.
Just, I mean, not movie news, but just like this past week, I rewatched Forrest Gump, and I just always forget how good that movie is.
I haven't seen it in years.
Also, the soundtrack to that movie is so good.
We got locations for that one.
Yeah, I thought about that when he was like running in Utah. Isn't that one of them?
Yeah, it's literally on Google Maps. It says like Forrest Gump Run or something. But
yeah,
this is perfect actually for Griffin. We were talking about recreating In the Heights because they shot it in Washington Heights. So Griffin lives there, so he has to do it.
I have to.
You have to.
I have to learn the choreography for every single song.
You just like have a GoPro and just.
We'll go up on the roofs and like throw down like the ribbon things.
Yeah. I'd appreciate that. That'd be a lot of help.
Did you wait?
That's all we do.
Just one giant ribbon.
Did you see this? Was this a play of Griffin or no? Or was this?
I didn't see it on Broadway when I was here. I was here when we were like super.
It's like 2007.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I do love the music for sure.
What was like your favorite? What's one of your favorite ones that you've seen live?
I would say, I mean, Hadestown for sure, and then Jagged Little Pill, which was last year, which is just Alanis Morissette's discography, but it's
that's cool.
It's just like super angsty, and it's just like family drama. And the girl who sings "You Ought to Know" is just got a standing ovation in the middle of the song because it was just like
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn. Cool.
Oh, I was gonna totally skipped over this on the movie, but I was gonna ask if anyone knows. I looked up the 10 musicals that have won Best Picture.
Ooh. Okay. How should we do this? Do we just guess or?
Yeah, I'm going for it.
The 10. Yeah. Okay.
West Side Story.
Les Mis is one.
West Side Story.
Yeah, that was 1961. Les Mis was 2012.
Okay.
Grease. Was that a play?
Wait, what'd you say?
Grease.
Hold on, I'm blanking.
I don't think Grease. As much as I would love for Grease to win something,
it would win something.
Did Little Shop of Horrors?
The 90s version?
No, it didn't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I guess that's way too obscure.
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music, 1965.
Okay. Wizard of Oz? Is that a musical?
Is it?
Not in.
Technically.
Not in this. There's definitely two more you should get.
Can you give me like decades?
I feel dumb.
Like a decade for one of them? Or is that two?
Oh, Sweeney Todd?
No, that wouldn't win. Did it win? Not Best Picture.
That wouldn't win.
I love Sweeney Todd, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh, best. Okay.
Best Picture. Give me a decade.
The 60s, the 40s,
40s,
the 20s.
Singing in the Rain.
Ooh, yeah. No? Weird. I don't know.
I'm trusting random sites for these facts too. So just a heads up if anyone's listening and is like, this is all wrong.
Everyone's like, these guys know their stuff.
I just say yes to everything you guess, and I'm like, yeah, that was it.
Sounds right.
Is White Christmas a musical?
And you think we would get these?
There's one, I think. There's two, I think you'd get. I mean, it's a push, but one is 1968.
Night of the Living Dead.
No. And the other is 2002.
Two.
Guys and Dolls isn't on there. Best Picture.
2002. What came out in 2002?
Renee Zellweger.
Oh,
Richard Gere.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh.
What about the 60s one? Give me an actor in it.
I don't know who's in this, man. It's based on a book. Just like Onset has an exclamation point at the end, it also has an exclamation point at the end.
I feel so dumb.
I wouldn't get these, man. I wouldn't.
But we should know this. Is that what you're saying?
You know that who?
No.
Mark Lester, Ron Moody. I don't know these people.
I don't know.
Is it
Charles Dickens?
Oliver?
Oh,
Oliver.
Oh my god! I didn't know that one was picture.
why was that so hard?
I don't know.
I guess I didn't know
I
Oliver
didn't
had an
sleep
exclamation.
well.
I'll just read the rest off because I don't.
Okay,
Even, I think we'd be here all day. The Broadway Melody, 1929.
Okay.
Second movie ever to win Best Picture. Going My Way, 1944. Don't know what that is.
It's about Frank Sinatra or Palinka or both.
Probably not.
Then I want to see it.
Bing Crosby won Best Actor in it.
Oh.
That Oliver, The Great Ziegfeld, 1936. It's another one of those quote, this doesn't really feel like a musicals.
Is that like the ballroom? Is that about the ballroom?
I don't know, to be honest. Huge wedding cake sequence.
Wait, what is this?
The Great Ziegfeld.
Oh, never.
1936. Gigi, 1958.
Oh yeah.
So like Lolita, but somehow acceptable. That's what they say.
All right.
An American in Paris, 1951. Chicago. West Side Story. Yeah. Sound of Music. Yeah. And then My Fair Lady, 1964.
Oh, My Fair Lady.
All right.
I was reading before a list that was the 10 musical movies that won Oscars.
That's a lot.
And it was like but you know, like, so there's like Les Mis, The Music Man, and then La La Land was in it. And I was like, wait, I thought, am I remembering it the wrong way? That La La Land did win? And that's when I was like, oh, I think I'm on a wrong list.
What about the best?
According to Warren Beatty, they won. So
The best musical adapted to the screen ever, Cats.
I never saw
Still
it.
haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen
Me
it
neither.
I just heard it was not very well received.
No.
They had like
Yeah,
a lot of big names in that though, but I don't know.
Because they had didn't they have human hands still or something? Something was off about their bodies, and like the height of them was just uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like, I mean,
And then
human cats, that's already weird.
I just remember seeing stories around when it released too that was like, is it Jason Derulo who's in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, and it was like they had to like they CGI'd his bulge out of his costume or something. We're like, what is this movie? What is...
Whoever thought that was a good idea.
Right.
Oh, the new Candyman trailer came out. Looks pretty good.
Joe, where do you find your movie news? Like when you see new trailers pop up?
Twitter, honestly, a lot of the time. But I there's like a few websites I go to that I like check every day. But
What are
Twitter's bloodydisgusting.com. it's the best horror movie news website out there. Cinema Blend, Screen Rant. Although a lot of the times those two sites do like a lot of, since there's been a lot of superhero stuff, that it's a lot of the news is like superhero stuff, so it's kind of old, but it's good for movie news. But honestly, Twitter, people retweet stuff and post stuff all the time. So
I mainly just use the Onset Instagram as my movie news
yeah
source now.
I'm trying. Oh, I am going to an on-set screening in August, so I'll have to do like a live or something, like an Instagram live or something. I'm going to like the Dark Knight. You know that scene where the Joker breaks into the party?
Yeah.
I'm seeing that in that location.
Are they gonna like just
Whoa.
recreate it?
No, like I'm watching the movie
Oh,
there.
a screen.
Yeah, I have to.
was
I have
like,
to
what?
dress up as the Joker.
No one knows Joe's
bystanders in a
recreating it.
suit.
But the guy brings like people who worked on the movie or actors, whoever wants to talk, and they'll like talk after the movie.
That's cool.
That'll be pretty
Was
cool.
that?
Where is it?
Yeah.
It's in Chicago.
Oh, cool.
So I'm gonna try to find a show that weekend too, like a concert that I can go to too. Because why not?
Go.
Let's do it.
American Beauty.
Wrap it up.
And cats.
I'm gonna veto that. We all get one veto, so that's my.
All right.